Welcome in to FC Extra Time, brought to you by Globant. Thanks, as always, for your questions. Mario is with us. This is Casey, Frank. How was dinner last night, boys?
It was good.
Yeah?
Great.
Yes?
Yeah, very nice.
Went to a Brico.
Oh, nice.
You went to your favorite
Italian restaurant in town,
and,
We had a very nice
I had
evening.
pastas and I had the scallops. And
lovely.
We had a glass of red wine. That was perfect.
Beautiful. Who paid?
I did.
Oh, well done.
I don't know. You gave your illness to everybody. So every time I come here, I have to pay for
What
everybody.
illness?
I don't know. That something happens if you
Hey,
put your.
Frank, if I have to sit and listen
your
how
hand in
rich
your
you are
pocket.
over dinner, you're definitely paying.
Of course. That was a real pleasure to invite Casey. Thank you.
Listen, if you think he's tight,
Stevie.
see some other people in this show.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Oh my God.
do anything to me when I invite a Scottish guy because I know that I will have to pay.
Right, I
No,
see.
no, all Scots are like that.
No?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
that's,
Seriously, did you only have one glass of red wine?
I had two. He had one.
I was driving.
There we go.
Yeah.
Very, very sensible, Craig.
Sensible. I never know how that works.
Well, being sensible.
It's a great skill set. No, it's a bit like wine tasting in a way, but it's a great skill set where you can just go, I'll just have two. That was beautiful, and I'll leave it there.
Yes.
It's quality, it's not about quantity.
Well, that's...
Well,
There we
not
go.
for you, I guess.
Mario, where did you watch today's game? You said you watched it with some popcorn at home, is that right? In Amsterdam?
Yes, my friend. Yes. No need to move. No need to move. It's too cold outside. Just stay home.
Amsterdam. He's normally in LA.
I know.
Well, that's
He's-
what-
yeah, he's in Amsterdam for
That's
this.
how you know he's not in LA because he's backdrop.
A bit clumsy.
Or he is in LA, just pretending.
I was going to say, Mario, that doesn't look like that doesn't look like Soho House to me. the last time I ran into you
friend.
there. So
Okay,
Only LA, man, in LA.
Mario, could De Ligt aggressively be the Dutch team's weakness? He got 4 fouls today, and a red is deadly in this competition.
Yeah, I think you know what was interesting because against Senegal, I could see that he got tested a couple of times, and Fagal picked him because it was going to be a physical battle. So I think you could see that the speed sometimes came up to him because he now plays more like an outside right, and normally he's in the middle of the park and has somebody next to him. So it could be a test. I still think he's a great talent because, guys, come on. What he already achieved is incredible. Juventus, Bayern Munich, and of course in the young age at Ajax. But still, if we got to look at a weakness, if we see more weakness of him, I would take him on.
There were a couple of mistimed challenges, weren't there, from him today?
Yeah. That was that can be a real question mark, for the future because. We talk about during the season about Martinez, and how Stevie likes him like I do, and you have to take the chance, to get the ball, and you have to react very quickly. But sometimes you can have the chance to think twice before doing what you have to do. Well, good for him. I think Van Dijk seems to be in a very good shape. So it can be covering.
How did you segue your hatred of Lisandro Martinez into this question? It's disappointing, Frank.
That's an example. That's not a target.
that agenda.
Well, I've got a question. I'm being serious. He's here for 2 weeks.
Yes.
He's having one day off, he said.
Right.
25th.
Okay.
So that's give or take 13 shows, right?
Right, yes.
Have you got 13 turtlenecks?
No, I only have 30. It's why I'm off the 25th.
Okay. What notes have you written down here?
No, I was.
He's been writing that's 2 days in a row.
Because while Casey talks, I think he's the only one saying interesting things,
So it's like the post-show meeting.
It's his affirmations
He's going to send out an email. I very much enjoyed your reaction to Wales.
Maybe I can, jump on what he says, and that's interesting. It's about the Wales reaction too late.
Yes.
But Iran wanted to react too late. But whatever.
What he's doing is stealing Casey's lines.
What did the second one say?
The second one says,
too late.
Stop talking to Craig and it's not worth it.
Buy more
Hey, you guys are
turtlenecks.
good, man. You guys are good.
We have fun, Mario. Come over to help me
I
out.
see it, man. Hey, listen, you are way ahead of everybody on Christmas already, man, with that redness. So I respect you for that one.
Yeah, very
Way
festive.
ahead.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm a positive person.
Yeah, although it's orange more than red.
Listen, even Santa Claus wouldn't wear that.
It's almost ready.
Colours
It's already.
tomorrow?
Okay.
France are playing tomorrow. France.
yeah. It's gonna be blue.
It's going to be the blue turtleneck.
Oh, wow. Can't
Allez.
wait.
Blue in the
Allez.
core.
Right.
That's
Yeah, beautiful voice.
That's another thing.
Casey, why does Gregg continue to play inferior players? Scally is the starter for Gladbach, yet can't get an appearance. Morris over Reina, why?
Look, I think if you were listening to Herc and Seb earlier, there was some conversation about that between those two. Look, I've had conversations with Gregg, and I basically just said, Gregg, look, you're going to be judged on one thing and one thing only, and that's, do you get out of the first round? And it's how you choose as a manager to do that. Sometimes it's really easy to pick the players that everybody thinks should be playing. I think we're guilty of that sometimes as well. Managers are seeing things that we don't know. Was Gio struggling a little bit with a hamstring after this?
Gio says he's
match?
100%.
Gio said he's 100%.
No.
What would you say to play in a World Cup?
Well, exactly.
I'm 100%, coach.
Yeah, there we go.
But so there's more to it than just what we see. But we were scratching our heads, obviously, in our analysis of how Gio didn't get into that
Scally's
game.
a fullback, isn't he?
So there was a question when we're going to see if Dest, how fit he is.
Right.
Because Scally plays on the left side for Gladbach, but he's a natural right-sided player. So that would be, if Dest can't go, then
This hair is terrible.
You're not.
Who would dye their hair?
You're talking to Frank and I about
but
hair.
who would dye their hair on the biggest World Cup
Aaron
stage?
Ramsey.
Who would be that?
Who would be the Muppet that would do that?
Craig Burley,
Yeah.
eh?
Look at me, look at me.
Do you think it was nice? The
I got blonde hair.
McKinney flag.
Yeah, I think that was nice, wasn't it? Nice
was
tribute,
nice.
the tricolor.
Okay, whatever. No, I prefer my turtleneck.
Casey,
Well, unfortunately, he couldn't wear that during the
on the World Cup stage as a goalkeeper, is facing a penalty kick more of a mental battle or a physical battle?
It's a coin toss, truly. I
Right.
mean,
How long until Craig brings it up?
Craig did score a penalty on me. Yes,
Right.
Yes. But Craig also knows who won that penalty shootout.
Oh, okay.
And that was against Chelsea, by the way, Mario. Since I'm with three Chelsea guys, I'm kind of stuck here.
Well, Frank's the most hated
but
punter out there, right?
I am now. You are.
Yeah.
You are.
But really it is. It's truly, you're about, what is it, about 10% on
Is the Gareth
average.
Bale one today unstoppable?
Pretty much.
Not too far.
Pretty close.
Right.
Pretty close. I mean, because Matt guessed the wrong way. He was quick on it, but because it was really past him, he was touching the ball as it was going past him.
Right.
You would have really had to jump on that a little quicker.
The position of the ball, meaning mid-air, in the middle of, it's not the best because
Correct.
it's gloves.
Just gives him a chance.
Gloves but because of the power that he put in, there is no chance.
If it's slightly higher,
Yeah.
it's completely unsavable.
Right.
But I think he's safer on the ground. Strong like that on the ground, no chance for the
Right.
goalkeeper because he has to go.
Is that what did you always go on the ground?
Yeah, always.
Correct? Were you on the ground? What did you
That
do?
one I was. That one I side-footed past him, but I actually preferred to do what Bale did today.
Just
Whip that ball with pace because
Yeah.
if the keeper goes the right way, there's a chance with the pace it's going to beat him.
Right.
Yeah, but
Whereas
you
if he
can do,
side-foot it and the keeper goes the right way,
no, you can do so, but on the ground because he has to go down. There, it's gloves area. And that's of course of the power, because of the power he has to have very strong wrist, otherwise he's not going to get it, he's not going to save it, but he still has a little chance to get it.
Right.
Where on the floor, and Casey knows, with the power, there's no way you can go there.
If it's higher, so there's a little thing, a little physics lesson.
Here we go.
There's this little thing called gravity,
Right,
okay.
which makes it impossible for you to dive up and out.
Okay.
Right.
Can you demonstrate just here on the floor, Casey?
A few years ago, maybe. But so the problem is if I'm diving out, I'm always going to start falling.
Yes. Okay.
So if the ball is high enough,
I'll do it.
I can't. There's no way I can get up there
it's
to
a
save.
big- it's a big risk
But it's a
for the
bigger
taker.
risk for the taker.
Yeah.
But gravity is bringing me down to a ball that you hit on the ground. But yes, it's
Wait, it's easier for down.
when you're between my knees and my chest.
Yep.
That's the best place for me for you to hit it.
Anyone tuning in now will have no idea what's going on. For the boys, Mario, after watching today's match, is there any hope for the US or Wales against England?
The US or Wales? Look, England. What I thought about England, that they still allow 2 goals to be conceded, but they look really strong as a team. So if I look at the US, as long as they don't give the energy away. First half, I thought they look great, but they gave a lot of energy away. So if they do that against England, they're going to get eaten. But if not, they could come up with a surprise. With Wales, I'm not sure about Wales. They look like, even against the US, they did not look that strong to me.
Well, it's simple. If England plays the way they play today,
right,
with the chemistry that they found, no way that US or Wales can cope with them.
But you brought up an interesting point about the geopolitical side of the US playing Iran.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
There's also a geopolitical side of England playing Wales.
Right.
Of course.
And the history and what that will mean for Wales to pick up something against England in a World Cup. So,
But if I'm the US, I'm targeting the 2 centre backs, particularly Maguire.
Yes.
I mean, they got pretty much off scot-free today for the majority
But
of
when they were tested, there was vulnerability.
they really have to defend. So if I'm the US, I'm thinking about pace and I'm thinking about Maguire's lack of game time down that channel.
Okay.
And then that's
is he fit with the concussion?
Yeah, he did get taken off. Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Who can play
Hey,
striker
guys.
and be a danger? And be a danger to Maguire at front for the US?
What, Josh Sargent, is that the...
Weah, you can put Weah as a striker?
I mean, it'll be interesting to see if they choose to go with pace and maybe even move Weah centrally, bring on Gio or Aronson on the right side, and then go with more of a quicker front lineup, understanding that Sargent's not winning headers against Harry Maguire anyway. So you might as well try to keep it around them and see if you can get little runs in behind them.
Go on, Mario.
But hey, guys, didn't you feel like when you looked at the US game, did you feel like the first half they put so much energy in it, and then the second half it almost looked like they couldn't keep up with it sometimes? Like Wales started pressing them back, and I felt like Wales was, for me, they didn't look that strong because Bale did not look in the game. Like the penalty was the best thing he did for me. You understand? Compared to watching him in the game, compared to seeing him play like that. So I feel like seeing the US, as long as they don't waste the energy like the way I saw them wasting it, they could come up with a surprise. If not, if they do the same thing again, press 40 minutes, 45 minutes, they're going to look tired, man. That's, for me, the biggest catch for them.
Yeah, that's what we're worried about, to see if they have the fitness to be able to do it for 90 minutes.
It's Friday. It's Friday, 2 p.m. in America, so...
So it's coming around quite quick.
Yeah.
Well, I like a good week between games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Definitely.
Yeah, get a couple of beers. That's too bad.
It's all about drinking, you know?
chill out for your
come on,
stress
man.
away.
When they had a football game, it's not the game. Okay, the game is there, but what do we do after? That's where
I
it
was
is
parcel
concerned.
to a little wander down to San Remy village
There you go.
Oh my God.
near Avignon.
Yes, it's not.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Came
nice,
on
but
for a few days.
It's not about that. It's about we talk about football, not drinking.
The gap in quality is telling. Shouldn't the World Cup be the best 8 European nations, the best 5 South Americans, then the champions of Asia, Africa, and North American? 16 teams, 4 groups of 4, and the best 16 teams in the world.
we had this-
Why don't we go to 48 teams for the next
that'll
World
be
Cup?
the next World
Why
Cup.
don't we
where
try that
they're
one?
going the opposite direction.
Yeah, I mean, going down this all-inclusive road, it's like, it's going to get nuts. And I've said it all along, and I think most of the guys have been on the same hymn sheet. It's just diluting it.
Yeah.
It's not, you're not going to make countries better just by basically inviting them to a World Cup. Oh, you were horrible in qualifying. Pull your parachute, come along. And then we're just going to see more games with more disparity, and it's actually, I think it's going to turn people off.
Right.
How many people, apart from if you're an English fan, sit and went today when they were, whatever the score was at half time, was it 3?
3 already, yeah.
But anyway, as soon as it was 4-0 and then 5, whatever it was, you're going, come on.
Right.
And
I switched off yesterday. I have to be honest. You know, when it was Qatar against Ecuador, half-time.
Yeah, you left my house at half-time.
I left yours and I didn't
Yes.
watch the game because I was.
what do you think the Italian fans are thinking right now? How are we not here?
Yeah, that's true.
Last question on the point of you losing my half at half-time. For Casey and Mario, if you invite a guest over to your home for lunch, do you expect them to put their dishes away after they're done? Or is it crazy to ask a guest to tidy up?
I would never ask a guest to tidy up. I've had guests when we've had parties and they're good friends and they start just tidying up because they're good friends, but I would never ask a guest to tidy up.
Of course. I would like to
And because we are not good friends, you know, I didn't ask you to do that. No, but Mario, can you believe that? I went to his place and the guy is criticizing me of not taking the plate to the kitchen into the dishwasher. And he said that it's not normal, it's not...
No, just put the plate in the sink. I don't expect dishwashing.
No,
that's a step too far.
Dan, come on, please, my friend. You cannot allow him to do that. If you come to my house, you don't need to worry about anything. But one thing I'll tell you, if we play a game of pool and I beat your ass, you clean the whole house, my friend.
Wow, Mario's normally so chill, and then he brings up pool. And then
vacuums.
Exactly. Wow.
Right. Listen, what if we'd asked you yesterday to talk about a very tactical piece in the second half of that Ecuador-Qatar game?
Well, you know,
and you stormed off.
You have internet, you can have highlights, you can manage to do things, and you know it very well because we all know that nobody watches all the games.
Wow. How dare you, Frank?
Excuse me.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't come over here bringing your unprofessional.
I know, unprofessional way. Yes. Too busy trying to get your head in a turtleneck. Can't see the game.
You got a great group out there, man.
We'll be
Guys,
saying
I
our
love
live
it.
tomorrow. 5 a.m. is Argentina against Saudi Arabia.
That's the game I will be missing.
Oh, you're off tomorrow.
Yeah.
There you
Are you
go.
going to watch Argentina tomorrow at 5?
Listen, it's 2022.
Look at me in my eyes. Look at me in my eyes. Are you going to watch the game tomorrow at 5 a.m.?
No.
You see, the unprofessional people.
Okay, that is it. We'll be back tomorrow to reflect very much in detail of Argentina's tactics in that game. Plus, of course, 3 other matches, including France taking on Australia. Come on, you Socceroos. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.